Hello, and welcome back to Ending Superman's Life. This is episode number 243. As always, I am Engineer John. Today on the show we have our regular hosts. In fact, we have more of our regular hosts than ever before, including Supreme Leader, Mr. Nefario, Supreme Leader, and Jeff. It's a very special episode, and we think you're really going to enjoy it. It's so special that we will be going on a brief hiatus after today. Remember to subscribe to the podcast on iTunes or wherever you find us, including Spotify and YouTube, and please leave a review. It really helps us out. If you want to get in touch, search Ending Superman's Life on Facebook, and you can like our page there. We are at Ending Superman on Twitter, Ending Superman's Life on Instagram, and you can email us directly at endingsupermanslife@gmail.com. Also, Jeff is at PartyTimeJeff68 on Twitter and PartyTimeJeff67 on Instagram. Now, please enjoy episode 243 of Ending Superman's Life. And as always, fuck you, Superman.
Gentlemen, we've gathered for a singular purpose. With the combined efforts of myself, Supreme Leader,
Mr. Nefario,
Jeffrey,
we shall endeavor to kill Superman. It is not yet clear if Superman listens to this podcast, or if he's even aware of it. But this being the information age, it's hard to imagine he hasn't caught wind. So if you're out there, Superman, listen and listen well. In the days to come, our paths will cross again. And when they do, stop the podcast.
what the fuck?
I am sure this is confusing and comes as a mind-shattering surprise, but it is I, Supreme Leader. I come from the future.
Yeah, we know
Not
the deal.
surprising at all.
Actually, it's a pretty common occurrence.
So what do you want? You're ruining the podcast. This is live, you know. Of course I know it's live. You think I don't know that?
It's not live.
I know everything you know, including other things you don't know, because they have yet to transpire, because I am from...
Poughkeepsie, right?
What? No. I am from the future.
Yeah.
The future.
Again, we're up to speed on that. You're from the future. We're all very impressed. What do you want?
And what's like wrong with your voice?
My voice?
Yeah, I wasn't going to say anything, but you do sound a bit strange. Why is that?
Future. So. Oh, so what? You're saying that's just what everyone sounds like in the future? Maybe. You wouldn't know, because you're not from the future. Oh, bullshit.
Yeah, how far in the future are you from?
9 months.
Okay, so in 9 months, we're all going to sound like this.
Look, I don't know why I sound weird. It's probably because of the quantum disentangler connected to the wormhole generator. It's causing feedback.
Right. The quantum, whatever. I don't know why I didn't think of that.
All right, so what do you want? I am here to deliver a warning in an effort to prevent you from wasting our time.
Well, what do you think we're doing now? Really feels like we're wasting a lot of time.
Yeah,
I agree.
so, spit it out.
Well, the pocket dimension exists outside of time and space, so really we aren't actually losing any time here.
Thank you, Mr. Nefario.
Actually, yeah, thank you. I've been meaning to bring this up, but my internal clock has been pretty messed up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I know we schedule to record this at 3, and so I get here at 3. We record for an hour, sometimes longer.
Yeah.
But so then I leave, and it's still 3.
Yeah, that's how the pocket dimension works, yeah.
Yeah, but so I plug my meter, right? And I've gone through a lot of change plugging meters for what I actually use no time. I plug my meter, come in here, and then when I go out, it's as if I've just plugged my meter.
Oh, no, I mean, that's just a gift for somebody else. I mean, really. You're just doing a public service.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I just haven't adjusted to it, so it throws me for a loop.
Right. Well, you mentioned a warning. Yes, very important warning about the next plan to kill Superman. Okay. So what is it?
Yeah, spit it out.
Could I actually get some water or something? I'm very parched. Jesus Christ.
I'll get you a glass, sure.
Dry mouth is a very common side effect of time travel. You would know this if, like myself, you were from the future.
Yeah, we get it.
I swear to Cthulhu, do you even have a warning to give, or are you just bored? You know, I would think being from the future, I would warrant a little more awe and respect.
Well, I mean, we've all time traveled
Not
before.
a big deal.
It's not a real...
I mean, I haven't time traveled, but yeah, looking around the room, I mean, one of these people is you, so it's not really a place to brag about this.
Raise your hand if you're from the future. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, okay, so something else to consider. Have you ever seen, I mean, of course, you've seen Back to the Future. So Marty McFly is not constantly like telling people he's from the future. And
It's true. It makes a more impactful
Right.
moment when he only tells them once.
Yeah, because like, even without that, he's the coolest kid at Hill Valley High. So, like,
Well, technically, Calvin Klein was the coolest kid at Hill Valley High.
Right. Marty McFly was a nerd from a loser family. Calvin Klein invented skateboarding and wrote Johnny Be Good.
okay, all right. First of all, I did not figure either of you would be this knowledgeable about Back to the Future. But secondly, Marty was not a nerd.
Yeah, by the end.
Oh, okay. So you're thinking about his dad, and George and like the rest of the McFlys have like a big transformation by the end. But Marty from the beginning is just kind of like a badass and just sort of like doing whatever he wants.
Yeah, it kind of breaks the mold on the family, really, from start to finish.
Even if that's true, he's certainly not the coolest kid at Hill Valley High.
All right, name one other student at any other student at that high school other than George, Lorraine, or Biff.
The kid with the 3D glasses,
Billy Zane.
Mr. Strickland,
Marvin Berry.
Jennifer Parker.
Actually, okay, none of those count, but thank you for bringing up Jennifer, okay? Because that proves my point exactly. You're telling me that a nerd in an 80s movie would be able to pull a hottie like Jennifer? Because that's bullshit, and she's with him in the first act, so it's like not even, like it's before any sort of transformation happens, right?
That's a good point, actually, yeah.
I traveled from the future to deliver a warning, and you guys just want to argue about some silly movie?
Silly.
Don't
No,
try
it's
to
not
front.
a silly
It's
movie.
a major
Come on.
part
You
of the
don't
cultural
love
zeitgeist.
Back to the Future. I know for a fact that you love Back to the Future. I have a passing familiarity. Oh, passing familiarity. Look who you're lying to. Is that the one where he surfs on the van?
Oh, don't do that.
You.
Obviously,
That's Teen
you know
Wolf,
that.
and you know it.
Come on.
Yeah, and that movie's garbage.
I like Teen Wolf.
Really?
Yeah. It's fun. It has like little treats too. It's got the family dynamic when you find out his dad's a werewolf too.
Yeah,
I actually really enjoy that whole aspect of it. Because my father was a fire monster.
But you
And
knew,
I relate.
You knew the whole time, though, right? He didn't like spring that.
Yeah,
on
that
you.
wasn't
I
like
guess
a
that's
big
true. Yeah, I did know from my
reveal.
inception. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I guess I liked it when I was a kid because of that, but I don't think it holds up.
Not a fan.
Is it too like factually inaccurate or whatever?
How do you mean?
Like, how does it compare to actual werewolves?
Werewolves aren't real. Jeff.
No, they're not.
Oh, all right. Okay, I guess that's just. I mean,
Werewolves are not a thing.
if you saw a mad hyena on the street, the first response from anybody is going to be, "Oh my god, that's a werewolf." They're not going to be like, "That's a genetically modified hyena."
I guess you have a point there. I mean,
You guys are always going on about like mermaids and ghosts and whatever, and I'm usually the one that's like sort of tamping the brakes. Like, you guys, no, there's no way. But and we know aliens and other dimensions are real because of like present company and like time travel. So like, why not? Why have we drawn the line at werewolves? Like, literally just before recording, you, Mr. Nefario, finished eating a sandwich and said it tasted faintly of unicorn.
well, I've never met a werewolf. I've tasted unicorn, a real unicorn. That sandwich did taste a lot like unicorn. I met a werebat once, but never a
A
werewolf.
werebat?
Yeah, I mean, so I was in Gotham this
Well,
one.
that explains it.
It does,
A bunch of weirdos in that town.
Yeah, so I'm in Gotham, right?
No, wait. Gotham that was Batman. That's like the one thing you know about. There are two things you know about Gotham City, right? Headquarters of Wayne Industries.
Sucks to live there. Is that the second
No,
thing?
headquarters of Wayne Industries.
There's a real poverty problem.
A real poverty problem, that's for sure. Arkham Asylum, right?
No,
and
yeah,
Batman.
You
Who
would think
fills
that
up?
would
Who
solve the
fills up
poverty
Arkham?
problem a little.
It's all the same. Okay, because it's
I
who
feel-
fills up?
I feel
Who
like
pays
if-
for Arkham Asylum? Wayne Enterprises, right? Who fills up that asylum with the poor people? Batman.
Okay, right, but we're professionals. I'm fairly certain we would know if we saw Batman.
Yeah, right?
Just professional courtesy. I'm pretty sure it wasn't Batman.
I mean, most supervillains, myself, yourselves, Supreme Leaders included,
Thank you.
we can clock Batman when he makes an appearance. I was actually expecting to run into Batman because I was in town on a job, robbing a laboratory. There was this experimental isotope, real choice stuff.
Love me them isotopes.
Oh, man, it was good. So I bust into the lab, barely start making my demands, when this guy in a lab coat transforms into this giant bat and just flies off. Everybody's weirded out. I mean, the henchmen are in therapy. This is real Cronenbergian
All right,
shit.
okay.
Man.
So then, yeah, it does sound like a werebat. That doesn't sound like Batman. That is a but that's Dracula. That's basically who you saw, right?
Nah, I don't
Gotham
think
City,
so. I
is it
feel like Dracula can turn himself into like a small, normal-sized bat. Or he
So
just
you saw
flies.
you saw a mega Dracula then, and therefore, why can't a werewolf exist? Is I guess my point.
Listen, his name tag fell off. He was
Did it
actually
say Count Dracula?
No, it didn't. Here, I've got it right here. Here, check it out.
Kirk Langstrom.
Dr. Kirk Langstrom.
All
right.
Super science shit going on.
Okay, well, I'm surprised you. Well, I guess if you saw a giant bat monster, you'd want to keep a keepsake or something. But I'm honestly
It's
just
something to keep,
surprised the name tag didn't melt in your hand.
Yeah, you have like his wallet.
Yeah, just in my pocket right here.
Are you wearing clothes?
I am not.
So it's all right. That's like a kangaroo situation.
Yeah, that raises a lot of questions. One, where the hell does he have a pocket? Two, why is that what he's keeping in it? Right?
It's not the only thing I keep in there. Who doesn't like more storage? Anyway, I keep my keys, my wallet, all sorts.
Okay, so we're way off the rails here. You showed up from the future claiming to have a warning of some kind, but now here we are minutes into the show.
Quite a few minutes, actually.
We've covered 80s movies and werebats, but still no warning from you. So what's up, bro? Do you just want to be a guest on the show? Because I didn't clear you as a guest.
Were we supposed to clear guest?
Well, it's technically more my show than yours. I've been hosting it longer than you have.
That's him.
He's got you right there.
That's a fair point.
So we're still doing this
But-
in 9 months?
You're right. I come here to warn you, and warn you I shall. On the last episode of the podcast, you began to form an idea. One more ambitious than any others you've come up with before.
The app that helps you find other people who are trying to think of a cool app to build?
No. That's a different episode. I don't think we actually let that one out.
No. The idea was to book Superman as a guest on the show. I don't think any of us took that idea too seriously. Well, it grows on you, and you begin to take it seriously. Deadly seriously. I have brought with me the episode of the revamped show. Watch and take heed.
Hello, listeners. It's me, John, in the booth. I try my best to avoid interrupting the flow of the show, but I just wanted to keep you all in the loop. Just a quick update. The following audio comes from a live, televised version of the show. Live to tape, live studio audience, the whole shebang. All right, back to the show.
Rejoice, simple peons of Earth. It's time for another episode of Up Late as Hell with Supreme Leader. Now, give it up for your host, your sovereign and rightful master of this planet, Supreme Leader.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Really, you're too kind. Thank you. Oh, wow. That's something, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, this is a hot crowd.
They're excited.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, well, that's a lot to live up to, but I think we're up to it. We've got a great show tonight. We say that a lot, don't we?
We have a lot of great shows.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. I am your host and this world's future master, Supreme Leader. With me, as always, is my charming co-host, Jeff. Let's hear it for him. Let's also have a round of applause for the band. Aren't they fantastic? That's Mr. Nefario and the Scorched Earth Players. Look them up. They do weddings. I meant it when I said we have a great show for you tonight. Matthew McConaughey is here.
Oh, yeah.
He stopped by. Superman is on the show.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah.
A lot of fans that Superman has.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, that's alone pretty big show, right?
Huge.
Superman, obviously very popular. Been trying to get him on the show for months now.
We have. Yeah.
Busy guy.
Uh-huh.
That's Superman. So that's big. Then McConaughey. Are you kidding me? I love that guy. Who doesn't love that guy, you know? All right. I can't do it, but you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah. I love that one.
You know, Mr. Nefario actually does a pretty good McConaughey.
No.
Come on.
I couldn't.
Do it.
It's not really that great, I swear.
No,
I swear.
it's really good. You guys have to hear it. It's incredible.
No. Well.
Come on, the people want to hear you do it.
Fine if you're going to twist my arm.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, no.
Maybe I was thinking of someone else.
Yeah, that could use some work.
Try it again.
Okay, here we go. All right.
No, it's more like, all right.
All right.
You're nearly there. So yeah, Matthew McConaughey, Superman, huge show tonight. Am I forgetting anything? Oh, that's right. The weekend is here, everybody. Mm-hmm. It's going to be a fun night. Let's get it started, shall we? So what's been going on? We had some scandals over the weekend, some gritty stuff. Amanda Waller is in trouble. There are allegations that she has been performing black ops on American soil and abroad using a task force made up of convicted has-been supervillains. Rumor has it she got the idea while watching The Real Housewives of Star City. You watch that show, Jeff?
I never miss it. Simone's my favorite.
Oh, me too. We should book her. Simone. That's fun to say. Simone.
Yeah, it is.
Simone. Give it a try, Mr. Nefario.
Sure thing. Simone. Yeah, that's nice. I like it. It has an excellent mouth feel, you know?
You hear that, Simone? If you're watching, Mr. Nefario thinks you have excellent mouth feel. What were we talking about?
Amanda Waller scandal.
Right, so apparently the scandal broke after Wonder Woman foiled an assassination attempt on a visiting dignitary by Floyd Lawton. When asked why he did it, Lawton said, "There's a bomb in my head, and if I didn't take the shot, the government would have blown me up." Yeah. Apparently that's the same answer that Idris Elba gave when asked why he did that Cats movie. You know the one? Mm-hmm. Did you see that trailer? It's fucking weird. Cat people, like dancing or whatever. So I guess that means the secret task force is bust.
Yeah, I'd say so.
They're going to need to wrangle a new group of has-been villains. Rumor has it they're going to recruit Chris Brown, Jared from Subway, and the dentist who shot that lion. Speaking of scandals, Selena Gomez has been canoodling with the half-man, half-machine known as Cyborg. But Perez Hilton reports there may be trouble in paradise between the young starlet and the former Teen Titan, with Gomez quoted as saying, "I'll never forgive him." Rumor has it she walked in on him cheating on her with the microwave. Sounds to me like it could all just be a misunderstanding.
Sure.
Guy was probably just making some fish sticks or something. What else is going on? Some interesting news out of Gotham City. The Ace Chemical Company has been coming under fire for continuing to test on animals. Apparently, the protests have become more and more brazen, with one employee even reporting that an unknown person defecated on the roof of their car. Yeah, that's awful. Police say Hawkman is wanted for questioning. You know, because birds often poop on cars.
Yeah, they do.
Let's see, what else? Oh, big news from Queen Industries yesterday. Have you seen this? Have you heard about this? Yeah, Queen Industries announced a scientific breakthrough in their pharmaceutical division yesterday. At a press conference, Oliver Queen himself announced the company is only 5 years away from curing baldness. Unbelievable. Can you believe that?
I cannot.
Yeah. Only minutes after the announcement, Lex Luthor announced that LexCorp has begun working on a time machine to allow travel to at least 5 years in the future. It's funny because he's bald.
Yeah, he is.
All right, well, we have something exciting on the show tonight. Now, this is a little unexpected, I'm sure, but Jeff has been telling me he has cooked up something special. What have you got for us, Jeff?
Yes, thanks. So I know this is primarily a comedy show, but I've been working on, well, there's no other way to say it. I've been working on a magic trick.
A magic trick?
Yep.
Interesting.
Now, I know normally on any other night, this would be just like a fake out or some setup for a punchline, but I want to be clear, this is actually a magic trick. I've been working on it for a while, so, adjust your expectations.
Well, please, by all means, take it away, Jeff.
Okay. I'm going to need a volunteer from the audience. Let's see. How about you, miss? What's your name?
Susan.
Excellent. Susan, come up here, please. Let's give her a round of applause. Let's hear for Susan. Yeah, there we go. Great. Thank you, Susan. So where are you from?
Bloodhaven.
Wow, all the way from Bloodhaven.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Susan, this is pretty simple on your part. All I need you to do is, okay, take this. Great, you got it? Great, now show this to the audience. Billy, can you zoom in tight on this, please? Let everyone get a good look. Okay, all right. Now I need you to close your eyes, okay? Mm-hmm. Good, you okay? Mm-hmm. Great. Thanks, Billy, that's good. Okay, now, Susan, on the count of 3, I want you to open your eyes, okay?
Okay.
All right, Mr. Nefario,
Yo,
can I get a drum roll, please?
here we go.
1, 2, 3.
Holy shit!
That's incredible.
What? That was incredible. Wow. That was not CGI, folks. That just happened.
Let's have a big hand for Susan, huh?
Okay, well, that was amazing. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Oh, my God. Are you okay?
Supervillainy is anything but a game. Like supervillainy, fitness is a lifestyle. Don't just play the sport, master it.
Have you ever wanted to throw a 50-yard touchdown? Have you ever wanted to catch a batarang midair with your teeth? Then you've got to commit. And program founder Lawrence Crock, a.k.a. the Sports Master, is committed to Blackgate Penitentiary, where he founded the Lawrence Crock Super Fitness Program.
I've never been so ripped.
I'm in the best shape of my adult life.
I have the core strength to ride a Segway and fire a football-themed bazooka at the same time. Or any sports-themed bazooka. Can you handle 60 days of the most intense workouts? Don't mind working out in a pool of your own blood? Swollen joints, bulging discs, torn ligaments. All the suffering of a long athletic career jam-packed into 60 grueling days. Do you have what it takes to become a sports master?
In 60 days, you'll transform your body into a lean, athletic machine using only items commonly found in Blackgate Penitentiary. When founder Lawrence Crock was unjustly incarcerated by so-called superheroes Robin and Batgirl, he had to find a way to maintain his peak physical condition. He developed the Lawrence Crock Super Fitness Program in an 8x8 cell. Now he's strong enough to defeat a Teen Titan with ease. Your box set comes with 240
47 unique exercises, all on their own individual discs, as well as a 1-year dietary meal calendar from Blackgate Penitentiary to show you how to eat and live clean like a champion.
He once punched Green Lantern. Green Lantern, not like the current Green Lantern, but the old one. You remember the one with the red shirt and the purple cape? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Is this the thing about Killer Croc, the big crocodile guy?
No, Lawrence Croc, the sportsmaster?
Oh, okay.
Don't take our word for it. Here's Olympic gold medalist Tanner Sumner.
After the 60-day program, I took home the gold in pentathlon and exploding hockey. Thanks, Lawrence Croc.
Dial 1-800-CROC-FIT and answer a short survey to start your order. Order your box set of the Lawrence Croc Super Fitness Program on Laserdisc or DVD in the next 10 minutes and get a signed baseball grenade from the founder himself. Every order comes with a 30-day Supermax, I said Supermax guarantee.
If you're not satisfied with your new body in 30 days, return the program and keep the baseball grenade as our gift to you. Order now to get your box set shipped for only 8 easy payments of $19.95 per month plus shipping and handling. This entire program is worth well over $200, and you can have your very own for only 8 smooth and easy payments of $19.95 per month.
You can do this workout anywhere you can find an 8x8 room you can't get out of. I can toss a baseball grenade over 90 miles per hour, so thanks, Super Fitness.
Don't wait. Call now to unlock your potential and lock in your order. The Lawrence Croc Super Fitness Program. Call 1-800-CROC-FIT now.
The Lawrence Croc Super Fitness Program is not a certified wellness and dietary program. There is no guarantee of results within 60 days. Signature baseball grenade not guaranteed. Original signatory of Lawrence Croc. Baseball grenade explosion not guaranteed. May not be baseball or grenade. Lawrence Croc is not responsible for injuries incurred, malnutrition, incarceration resulting from real-world engagement of the program. Lawrence Croc Super Fitness does not recommend or endorse violence against any and all Green Lanterns, including Jon Stewart, Hal Jordan, Alan Scott, Guy Gardner, Kyle Rayner, Jade Sinestro, Simon Baz, Jessica Cruz, and other Green Lanterns, future and past, in perpetuity throughout the known universe and beyond. Program patent pending Lawrence Croc's criminal exoneration or parole, whichever should occur first. No licensed fitness experts were consulted on the content of this program.
Order now.
Welcome back to the show. If you're just joining us, Jeff here just pulled off what might be the greatest trick I've ever seen.
Stop it. Thank you.
So, Jeff, tell us, how did you pull that off?
Well, that's the whole thing, right? I can't tell you how I did it. I would ruin the illusion.
Right. Well, I'll just extract it from your brain later, but wow, impressive stuff.
I'd rather you didn't.
I'm sure you've heard the rumor that you've been dating Zatanna Zatara. Can we take this to mean there's some truth there?
Oh, boy. Okay. Kind of putting me on the spot here. I don't know, man. Okay, rumors, you hear a lot of rumors, a lot of gossip hounds out there.
Absolutely there are, and they keep this show going, God bless them. Now, we have a photo here, courtesy of an Instagram upload from LazyBoy26. It seems to be you and Zatanna having lunch at the Bellagio. Care to explain that?
Ooh, is that Zatanna? That's not a very clear image.
Well, you tell me. Is that you?
I go on a lot of lunches. I spend a lot of time at the Bellagio. I can't really say.
Lots of lunches, sure. Well, we also have this voicemail someone left on your phone. It's a voice message from someone who you saved as Z.
Hey, Fudgy. It's me. I'm not sure we landed on a plan for tonight, but if you're going to come over, can you stop by the pet supply store and pick me up some organic rabbit food, please? Thanks, babe. Evil A.
Wow, evidence is starting to stack up here.
That's like a huge violation of my privacy. How did you get into my phone? This is like very uncool.
Yeah. Can we play that last part again, Jerry?
Thanks, babe. Evil A.
Evil A. What is that?
She's not saying evil. It's EVOL. It's love backwards. She's saying love ya. I don't know. She just likes to say stuff backwards. It's just like this weird thing she does.
That is weird.
Yeah.
Well, enough about Jeff's weird backwards relationship.
My relationship's not backwards.
It's time for a new segment on the show that we stole from Conan O'Brien. Perhaps you're familiar with Triumph the Insult Comic Dog. Well, we have a variation of that. It's a new segment called Mad Hyena in Your Face. We gave Mad Hyena a microphone and a cameraman and sent him out into the field to do street interviews and sort of give people the business. Let's see how he did.
Yeah, what is that? Is that a werewolf?
No, I think it's dog.
No, it's not a dog. It's wearing shoes. Honey, run! Run!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Sorry about that, folks. Not sure why someone didn't review that before we aired it.
Yeah, I was against doing that segment from the moment it was pitched, and that is exactly why, because
yeah.
he's a f***ing
That
werewolf.
was not good. That was worse than the segment that Mr. Nefario pitched.
Much worse.
What was it again? What was your idea, Mr. Nefario?
Oh, it was called Man About Brunch.
Right. Walk us through it, please. What was the idea?
Well, as you know, I'm a bit of a gourmand, a bit of a foodie.
Sure.
Yeah, and so the idea was to have a camera follow me as I have brunch at various restaurants around town. You know, all the hot spots around Metropolis.
Okay, and then what?
Oh, nothing. That's it. It's just me eating brunch.
Right. Okay. So there are a few problems with that, right? For one, I've seen you eat, and it is terrifying to behold.
Yeah.
Also, this is a comedy show, and there's nothing funny about you eating a meal.
Well, you know, I was gonna do it in like a funny hat or something like that.
A funny hat.
Yeah.
What kind of funny hat?
Well, no, every episode I would have a different kind of hat. You know, like a. Some of them would be like, you know, I'd have a 10-gallon hat on, and you know, then I'd have like a little boulder derby.
You know, that actually might have saved it. I'd watch that. Okay, so pretend we're doing it. You're greenlit. What hat are you wearing in the first one?
Let's see. You know, I want to have maybe one of those Carmen Miranda fruit hats.
Oh, like with the big pineapple.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, that's good television.
You know, we should have done it.
Well, okay, so even if we get a funny hat and then we censor you eating, any restaurant you go to is going to need to have like a pretty lax fire code, right?
Oh, that's a good point. You are made out of fourth dimensional fire. Bit of a hazard.
So actually, since we've met, I've been pretty curious how you are able to function in society. Because I would think being made out of fire, fourth dimensional or otherwise, would be a pretty big handicap living here, but you seem to manage really well.
Yeah, Mr. Nefario actually met his wife in our dimension. Isn't that right?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
She's not from the fourth dimension like you are. She's a Korean woman.
That's correct. Absolutely correct. Korean American.
And this isn't recent, right? You've been married for a while now.
Number of years, actually. Yeah, we have an anniversary coming up, in fact.
Oh, how exciting. And you two have children together, is that right?
Sure. Yep, that's correct.
And these are your children, they're not adopted or hers from a previous relationship or kidnapped or something?
Also correct. That's right. My two little ones.
And just to be clear, you have no genitals to speak of.
Also correct. A+ on every count so far.
And things are going good. You're often intimate with your wife?
I am, yeah.
That poor woman. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to introduce our first guest tonight. Mm-hmm. He's an Oscar winner. Mm-hmm. He's had success in film and television. You know him and love him from things like Dazed and Confused, Dallas Buyers Club, True Detective. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give an incredibly warm welcome to 2005 Sexiest Man Alive, Mr. Matthew McConaughey. You're here.
I'm here.
In the flesh.
I hope so.
I'm so happy you could finally join us. This is incredible.
It is. I'm a big fan. Big fan of the show. And speaking of incredible, can I just say, Jeff, I know we've never met, but I just want to say I was watching backstage and, wow, that trick of yours might just be the coolest thing I've ever seen. I mean that sincerely.
Oh, thanks, man. And hey, let me just say that I saw The Dark Tower, and before it started, I'm thinking, okay, this is going to be terrible because, you know, that's what everyone says about it, but I didn't let that stop me. And it wasn't nearly as bad as everyone says it is. It really was, like, very watchable.
Thank you. Thanks for that.
So glad you could make it. I'm surprised we haven't had you on sooner. Most people don't know this, but Matthew and I actually go way back.
Really?
Oh, yeah, that's right. We actually went to the same summer camp for a few years.
Really?
Oh, yeah, man. Tug of war, swimming in the lake, bug juice, whole 9 yards.
That's really interesting. It's very hard for me to imagine Supreme Leader taking part in any sort of outdoor woodland activities.
Yeah. He mostly kept to himself, but we were good pals. I remember really missed you last year. You didn't come back after the incident?
Yeah, they weren't too keen on me returning after that.
Incident? What's the scoop here?
Do you mind if I say? It's your show.
Please, go right ahead.
Well, actually, I guess I don't have a lot of the details. But as I recall, there was some sort of hubbub about you doing a brain surgery on a kid.
Oh, that sounds about right.
It was a brain transplant, but yeah.
You were giving a kid a different brain.
Yeah.
And where'd you get the second brain?
An owl.
Uh-huh. Of course.
Yeah, man. It was kooky.
Now, Matthew, we haven't really kept in touch since then.
No, we haven't.
But I, like a great many, have been following your career.
Mm-hmm.
You've been in a large number of films.
That's right.
You work a ton.
I do.
But there's a rumor you have a secret hobby, an extracurricular activity of sorts, and I can't let you leave without asking you about it.
Oh, boy.
Do you know the rumor I'm talking about?
I think I do, yeah.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, there's a rumor that has gone viral. Everybody's talking about it, and that is that you, Matthew McConaughey, are in fact Batman. So, Matthew, the world is dying to know. Are you Batman?
No, I'm sorry to disappoint, but I'm not Batman.
Right, but we can't really take your word for it, can we? I mean, that is precisely what you would say if you were Batman.
That's correct.
You wouldn't admit it.
You're right. Look, it's flattering. I mean, I've seen a lot of social media stuff, hashtag Batman and all that. But, at the end of the day, he's doing his thing, and I'm doing mine. And I've never had the pleasure. I mean, as far as I know, I've never met him.
Yeah, I'm not convinced.
Can you imagine if this show we had Superman and Batman on?
That'd be cool.
Oh, right. Superman's on. Yeah, your buddy, right?
Yeah, huh?
That'd be real cool.
Yeah, your pal sitting backstage. You guys talk?
Man. Look, like I said, it's flattering, but people think I'm capable of all these heroics. I know some people are torn on Batman, but some people don't like him running around in a mask, but fighting crime with no authority. But I dig him, man. I'm into it, I think he's a hero. And that's sort of where this all falls apart, because I'm an entertainer. What I do doesn't have nearly as much value as what he does. And my schedule doesn't really allow for it. So I'm always on set or some location somewhere.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Also, you guys know this. I'm a Lincoln man. I drive a Lincoln. Batman, I don't know what he drives. It's like a tank. Rocket? Yeah.
A rocket tank, yeah.
And I'm not sure who manufactured it, but I know for a fact it ain't Lincoln.
I'm pretty sure Batman's car is a proprietary design. I don't think any of the major automobile manufacturers were involved with its creation.
Right, okay, so Batman drives a rocket tank, and I drive a Lincoln. What do y'all drive?
I drive a blimp.
I drive a Prius. It's nothing fancy. It's, trying to do my part.
I drive a van that transforms into a subterranean drill.
Okay. Well, I don't know much about blimps and drills. Lincoln don't make no blimp, but does it get good mileage?
Oh, absolutely. It's not your run-of-the-mill blimp. I made some modifications, so it actually runs on plutonium.
That's interesting. Is plutonium easy to get your hands on?
It is not.
The drill runs on the souls of the innocent.
I get about 500 miles to a tank.
So you're saying you're not Batman. Do you know how this rumor got started?
I do, actually. I was at a charity benefit in Gotham City and that Bruce Wayne was throwing, and I wasn't feeling well, so I had to leave early. And not too long after that, benefit was attacked by the Riddler and his goons. And, of course, Batman showed up not long after that and saved the day. So someone got it in their head that since Batman showed up after I left, maybe I'm the guy behind the mask.
But that is not the case, is what you're saying.
Afraid not Batman. No.
I see. Well, folks, you heard it here. Matthew McConaughey is not the Batman. At least there's no hard evidence to support the theory that he is. So tell me, Matthew, you can't save a city as far as we know, but can you carry a tune?
I don't really know. I'm not much of a singer, but get some wild turkey in me. Anything's bound to happen.
Well, all the other late night guys have been capitalizing on musical segments, lip sync battles and carpool karaoke and what have you. And we have a strict policy on this show to always steal the popular bits from other shows.
I saw it didn't really work too well with the Insult Common Dog bit.
Yeah, that one was a bit off the rails. This one should be fine, though. Basically, before the show started, we had the audience fill out a little slip with their name and a song request, and we are now going to ambush you with a request to sing a selection that we have chosen at random. Are you ready?
As ready as I can be, I suppose.
Okay, let's see here. The winner is Brenda from right here in Metropolis. Brenda would like you to sing a few bars from Dream Lover by Mariah Carey.
I know it, but I don't know if I know it well enough to do it justice. Brenda, sweetheart, I can give it a shot, but I can't come anywhere close to Mariah's level.
I can take a shot at it.
You wanna try it?
Well, yeah, I can help you out if you want.
What do you say, folks? Can we let Matthew tag Mr. Nefario in?
Please, yeah, go for it.
All right, the people have spoken. Mr. Nefario, if you please, let's hear Mariah Carey's Dream Lover.
Here we go. Dream Lover. Sorry, just give me just a minute. Here we go.
Dream lover, come rescue me. Take me up, take me down, take me anywhere you want to, baby, now. I need you so desperately. Won't you please come around? 'Cause I wanna share forever with you, baby.
I don't know, something like that.
Oh my God, that was amazing.
Thank you.
That was more incredible than Jeff's magic trick.
I 100% agree.
I've known you for years. I had no idea you had that sort of vocal range.
Well, yeah, I trained at Juilliard, so...
You trained at Juilliard? When?
This was years ago.
It showed.
Yeah.
Wow, that was unexpected. I'm surprised you weren't better at the McConaughey impression, given how you can stretch your voice.
Well, you didn't ask me to sing it, so, it's a little different. It's like a stutter,
Huh. Well, that was amazing. Stay tuned, folks. We'll be right back with more Matthew McConaughey after the break. Stick around.
3, 4.
Hey again, folks. Engineer John here again. Once again, my apologies for the interruption, but we do have our own bills to pay as well. Please enjoy an ad from one of our new sponsors, Menace.com, and we'll have you back to the show in no time. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hey folks, Mr. Nefario here with a brand new sponsor, and that's Menace.com. Menace.com, it's a dating app for those seeking single villains or villains looking for that special someone or something. Longtime listeners know that while I am a happily married fire monster, I too was once single and looking to mingle. If only I had the easy-to-use Menace.com app. Log in and simply answer a few personal questions to filter your potential matches perfectly. You could get swept off your feet by a flying, photon-flinging fiend like Betty S. from Central City. Or would you prefer a spookier date with someone like Gentleman G, who found the ghoul of his dreams in Spectre Philiac Rebecca P? The possibilities are endless, whether you're seeking a felonious fling with a currently incarcerated criminal or looking to settle down with a volcano-inhabiting alien invader. Create your free profile today, and you'll soon be creating chaos with the love or loathe of your life. Use the promo code evildoing_it, and you'll receive 10 free premium connections to find your perfect partner in crime. Join today. Menace.com is not responsible for death, harm, accidental or intentional maiming, kidnapping, or ransom. Menace.com is a service provider only and does not condone the use of its services under any circumstances. Engaging in use of the platform renders all liabilities of consequences on the end user. Menace.com would like to express its explicit contempt for all Menace.com users. All rights reserved. And now, back to the show.
Okay, welcome back to Up Late as Hell. We're here with Matthew McConaughey. Now, Matthew, I understand you have a new movie coming out. Is that right?
Yeah, it is.
Now, when the producers told me you were going to be promoting a new movie, I was secretly hoping it would be a sequel to The Wolf of Wall Street. There it is. Right, that movie needs a sequel. We need more of that.
Really,
That's genius.
I don't do sequels.
That's interesting. I know Wolf of Wall Street isn't the type of movie that would have a sequel, but I have to say you were my favorite part of that movie.
Well, thank you. That's really high praise indeed. Lots of talented people in that movie. I was barely in it.
That's what I'm saying. There wasn't enough. Give the people what they want.
Oh, yeah, well, thanks. Thank you. Yeah, it was a good time. But I think people really just, going to enjoy this one, too.
Well, tell us about it. What's it called?
It's called Clear and Present Anger.
Oh, I like that. It's sort of a play on words, it sounds like.
Yeah, it is. It's about a man who...
Hold on, Matthew. Jerry, what are you doing up here? I'm in the middle of an interview.
Oh, sorry, Spring Leader. Listen, so there was a problem with our special guest. There was something happened,
Well, what happened?
So there was a volcano in Guam, and he had to go. He had to go right away. And he said he's not coming back tonight.
I see.
He's not coming back at all.
Thanks, Jerry. I'm very sorry that wasn't handled very professionally. That was Jerry. He's an executive producer on the show. He was just letting me know that apparently Superman had to cancel last minute due to a volcano erupting in Guam.
Oh, no. I hope everything's going to be all right.
Well, Superman is on the job, so I'm sure everyone will be fine. It's a bit disappointing, but obviously that has to take priority. People in danger, and the show must go on. So please, I'm very sorry for the interruption. Tell us more about Clear and Present Anger.
Yeah. Well, it's a political thriller starring myself and Miss Kate Blanchett. And I love Kate. So when I heard she was involved, my ears perked up. And she's a powerhouse.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and even though it's a thriller, at its core, it's a romance as well. And so when I read the script, this is a funny story. I'm reading the script, and I get this phone call.
I'm sorry,
from
Matthew. I have to stop you. I know I'm supposed to help you set up a clip from whatever piece of formulaic drivel you and your producers have cooked up to help the masses escape the futile mediocrity and pointlessness of their pathetic little lives, but I can't. I can't. I speak 97 languages, some not even from this dimension, and still my vocabulary is ill-equipped to adequately express how little I care about this film you're plugging.
Yeah.
Shh, Matthew. I know you were asked to come onto this show specifically to speak, but that was before, and this is now. You're done speaking, Matthew. You claim you're a fan of the show? It's not hard to believe. We're very popular. Our ratings outdo Kimmel and Colbert and the other guys every night. Woo! Do you have any idea how hard that was to accomplish? Do you know what sort of Herculean effort is involved in creating a late-night show from nothing and being even mildly successful in the already crowded market? I mean, obviously you have some idea, you're in show business, but I doubt you have a clear understanding of the obstacles we had to overcome to reach our goal. For you see, becoming a hit wasn't our chief ambition, no, that was merely one of the final steps towards reaching our goal. Our ultimate objective was to book Superman as a guest. No small feat, Matthew. We had a show before this one. It was a podcast. It was pretty popular as far as podcasts go, but still only a podcast and not something someone of Superman's stature would be a part of. Especially when the theme of the show was his own demise. No, a podcast about killing Superman wouldn't do, so we needed to rebuild the show and rebrand it. I was against the idea of a late-night show from the beginning. I assumed late night would be too raunchy, too risque for someone with Superman's image of a rigid, law-abiding goody-good. But a daytime television show would have meant we'd have to compete with Ellen DeGeneres. A task impossible in any reality. Killing her would be the only option, but Jeff and also, surprisingly, Mr. Nefario said that option was off the table.
I love Ellen.
It's a delightful program, really.
So late night it was. Of course, all the good networks already had late night shows and hosts, so I did what any sensible person in my shoes would do. I murdered Jimmy Fallon. Strangely, I got no pushback on that.
I never understood his appeal.
Yeah, f*** that guy.
But, as it turns out, vaporizing Jimmy Fallon wasn't enough to convince NBC to give me the keys to their castle. Apparently, no network would produce a show with a supervillain as its host, even one with a Twitter following as large as ours. Too many complications. Chief among them, my status as a wanted criminal in over 157 countries, not to mention several dimensions. From the moment of our first broadcast, the feds would come barging through the door to try and cart me away. So I built my own network. The market research and meetings with the FCC and all the various unions were enough to make me want to put an atomizer in my mouth, but I did it. I even worked out a deal with Uncle Sam so I could operate in the open without fear of any Johnny Law coming down here to rain on our parade. I lent my genius to the government. I helped them build better, deadlier soldiers and offered a more cost-effective and efficient way to deploy them. The details are unimportant, suffice to say shrink rays were involved. In exchange, Mr. Nefario and I were pardoned by the government for any past wrongdoings.
Supreme, I don't want to step on you.
Matthew, there are only so many things in this life we can be certain of, but please, know this with absolute certainty. I will have your silence, or I will have your tongue. So, our records expunged and our network built, we started to do the show. It was bumpy at first, but before I knew it, we had a hit. Most of our segments were stolen from other shows, but we found a way to make them our own, and the fans responded. It was familiar, but still refreshing and new. I mean, let's face it, no other show has a fire monster from the fourth dimension on it. Still, we couldn't book Superman. Despite practically begging him to come on as a guest through various advertisements on billboards and newspapers and through a social media campaign that resulted in more retweets than anything in Twitter history, still Superman could not appear on the show. There was always an emergency, some supervillain running amok, creating peril, so we actually took it upon ourselves to help protect Metropolis and the world at large. It did wonders for our PR. Supreme Leader and Mr. Nefario helping to take down the likes of Brainiac and Parasite, Livewire. Even internationally, we had a helping hand in bringing about a peace treaty between warring nations in the Middle East and disbanded numerous terror cells. We took a bit of a ratings drop because we had to air reruns while we were away, but our ratings went right back up once we got Jennifer Lawrence on the show.
Oh, that was a great episode.
Really good.
Oh yeah, it was. She's a charming young woman. You're probably wondering why I'm telling you all this, Matthew. It's just important to me that you appreciate how we got to this moment. Because after all that effort, we finally booked him. Superman agreed to be on the show. Tonight's show. Enough. Quiet. I built an entertainment network. I erased an impressively long rap sheet. I produced an award-winning late-night show. I made the city and arguably the world at large a safer place for generations to come. I sat at this desk on this stage day in and day out for the better part of a year, with a rock of kryptonite concealed in a lead-lined drawer, making nice with vapid celebrities, listening to their phony anecdotes, and dancing like a chimp for these mood-eyed, troglodytic, slack-jawed pig farmers. And then finally, after all of that, Superman agrees to come on the show, but has to cancel because of a volcano in Guam? Are you shitting me? Fuck Guam! And f*** all of you people. You want to save some lives, Superman? You'd better hurry up and get here then, because Matthew McConaughey is about to star in his first sequel. It's called How to Lose an Audience in 10 Seconds. Face me, Superman. Their blood is on your hands.
Hey guys, John here again, just popping in to let you know that this concludes the audio from the episode of the show from an alternate future provided by our surprise guest. Now, back to the regular podcast.
So yeah, that's how that turned out.
Wow, that was pretty cool. Like the last part was horrible, but like the rest of it, that's amazing. You didn't kill me, did you?
No, just the audience and a PA and the Weeknd and Jerry, or Jerry's clone, I'm not sure, and McConaughey.
Oh, I kind of thought didn't you say you were old childhood pals?
No, that was a false memory. I didn't plant it in McConaughey before the show. We'd never met before that.
Oh.
So I take it Superman didn't show up to save the audience then?
No, I forgot we weren't broadcasting the show and that it was all pre-taped, so he never heard my challenge. We also lock up the audience's phones before taping, so it took a while before anyone responded.
But I was dating Zatanna, like the Zatanna with the like Vegas billboards and everything.
You never copped to it, but I mean, you heard the voicemail.
Wow. I mean, that's great news. She's smoking hot. I mean, you know, I bet she's an awesome person. She's like obviously like an entrepreneur and entertainer. It's not just surface. Like there's good get, like for me.
So you killed the audience, then what? Time traveled back here?
No, I went back in time, but I stopped in the Phantom Zone to finally leave behind the tools for me to escape it that one time.
Thank God. I was going to ask you that.
That's
Good.
a relief.
Good.
Thank goodness. Yeah, then I sort of just stayed there for a while to reflect on what my life had become, and then I came here.
Did you ever figure out how I did that trick? Because that's actually something I want. Oh, where'd he go?
He doesn't exist anymore.
Well, that version of him no longer exists. Good riddance. That guy's a windbag.
Why not?
He successfully erased his timeline. I'm not going to do any of the things that would have led to that version of myself existing.
What? No, that was great. We've got to do all that stuff. We won an award, it sounds like the world's a safer place.
Meh.
You were no longer a wanted man. Mr. Neferi, you were in a band.
I'm in a band now.
You are?
Yeah. That was my CD we were listening to on the way here.
Shut up. You guys were really good. You really went to Juilliard?
Mm-hmm.
When?
Wow. Well, I mean, it sounds like you got your marriage back on track. That's something, right?
It is, but that's already been sorted out.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, congrats. You guys worked it out.
In a manner of speaking.
What's that mean? Am I missing something? Oh, do I want to know?
Well, I didn't so much work it out as I had Supreme Leader give her a mind wipe and some false happy memories about a relationship.
Oh, Jesus, that's so fucked up.
Well, marriages are work.
That's not work. What you just described does not count as work.
Bullshit, it wasn't work. Took me hours.
This is seriously one of the most evil things I've ever heard of. You built a family together.
Well, I mean, look who you're talking to.
I guess that's fair. You do eat babies. But messing with memories, that's... I don't know, man. Wait, you guys haven't messed with my memory, have you?
Well...
Of course
no,
not.
I think you're just
What?
being paranoid. No.
No.
Nah.
Get out of here.
Okay, all right. I mean, I don't know why I'd even ask. I obviously can't trust either of you. So, all right. It sounds like you guys are over the late night plan, but god damn it. That looks fun. You think... I mean, okay, so obviously there's a version of me that Zatanna likes. So maybe armed with that info, I can just try and woo her by being this version of me. Right? The go get him, Jeff.
Jeff, I think you're a bright young man, and I think she'd be thrilled and lucky to have you. Maybe just call on her sometime, or, I don't know.
Yeah, and if that doesn't work, I can just alter her memories and make her think you're married. So,
all right, let's just drop it. I need to stop asking you guys for help. That's how my old apartment got burned down.
Yeah.
Good point, yeah.
Wait, so if Supreme Leader from the future never exists, how come we still remember him?
Quantum disentangler.
That's not a satisfying answer. It's like sci-fi technobabble.
Best not to think about it too hard.
Nah, I wouldn't worry about it.
Okay, wait, so then if he never exists, does that mean you never left yourself the stuff you need to escape the Phantom Zone?
Oh, fuck, you're right. And that means I have to kill Fallon again, too.
Well, I mean, you don't have to. You don't have to... Never mind.
Right. Well, Mr. Nefario, I think that's all the time we have. You want to take us out?
Sure thing. So, you've got to subscribe to the podcast on iTunes, guys, wherever you find us, Spotify, YouTube. Please leave a review. It helps us out. And if you want to get in touch, search Ending Superman's Life on Facebook. You can like our page. We're at Ending Superman on Twitter. Ending Superman's Life on Instagram. And you can email us at endingsupermanslife@gmail.com.
And that's at PartyTimeJeff68 for Twitter, at PartyTimeJeff67 for Instagram. And Zatanna, hey, I'm not sure if you listen, but, I got a good feeling about maybe a future. It's me, Fedgy. All right. Just follow me. I'll follow back. Or just DM me. You don't even have to follow me because I follow you. All right.
All right. Okay. We got to end this thing.
Drama queen jackass ruined the show. Just completely hijacked it. Obsessed with the future. Sorry, I'm thinking.
You're talking about you?
Fucking guy.
You're talking about your future self?
Well, yeah, that. Not
Should we
me,
actually say
self.
if we killed? I guess we've already spoiled it. None of us killed Superman.
Yeah, nobody
this week.
killed Superman.
No, I mean the whole podcast is ruined because that son of a bitch showed up and just took the whole thing over.
He kind of railroaded us.
Maybe next week.
But next week we'll come up with something.
We'll have to come up with a new plan.
Yeah, right. That one's obviously a bust. So
what do you say we do a fuck you Superman together just to round it out?
Let's just lean into that, right? The fans seem to like the fuck
I think
you
they
Superman.
like it.
I think is the way to go.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Fuck you, Superman.
Fuck you, Superman.
Three, 4.
Hey Hey folks, Engineer John here again. Remember, we're taking a hiatus to bring you even more Ending Superman content, but we will return, so like and subscribe wherever you can. And remember that today's episode was brought to you by Menace.com and Lawrence Kroc's Super Fitness Program, although that may not be available for 9 months or so. Check them out and let them know that we sent you. It would really help us out. Special thanks to Nick Robinson, Garrett Werner, Kim Krall, Brandon Sutton, Colby Lamaster, Eden McAllister, and John Maynard. Our music is composed by Daniel Cloak, John Maynard, and Kevin MacLeod.